Hello everyone, Ark. I am going to read today a book called The Queen's Spy, and it's set in Tudor England. And I've been watching a lot of documentaries at the moment on the Tudors and then building my way up to the Victorian era. So it's something I found quite interesting, and it's a book that is on ActiveLearn. So The Queen's Spy, written by Sally Prue and illustrated by Alan Marks. There are some sound effects on the next page. So here you go. Next one. Chapter 1. Edward struggled wildly, but the man holding him was immensely strong, and he never had a chance. In a few moments Edward's arms were pinned to his sides and a hand was pressed across his mouth. He tried to bite, but the hand only clamped itself even more tightly round his face. "Steady, lad, steady," said a low voice in his ear. "You don't want to be smothered now, do you?" Edward didn't. He stopped struggling and blinked wistfully at the evening sunshine that was streaming in through the doorway to the barn. He'd come out to the barn to get some firewood, and someone had stepped out of the darkness behind him and grabbed him before he could even scream. There was a beard tickling the back of Edward's neck. "Now, my bonny lad," said the voice hoarsely, "you have an honest face. You're no traitor, I'll be bound." Edward managed to shake his hand a little. Of course he wasn't a traitor. He was only 12 years old and still at school. The man spoke again. "Your father owns this house." Edward nodded. The man holding him stank of sweat and ditches. He must be some filthy vagrant who'd been sheltering in the barn. And I checked that one for you. Okay, someone with no job, no shelter, kind of living in several different places. There are more and more of them about lately, wandering around the country, begging and stealing. Things had got so bad that even the group of travelling minstrels who used to visit the town had been banned. And minstrels is a musician, someone who does music and performs on the street. "A respectable man, then, your father must be," said the voice. "I hope you take after him." Of course father was respectable. He was a glove maker, and Edward was looking forward to leaving school and starting to learn the trade. Edward nodded again. "Very well," said the voice. Then listening, "I am a servant of Sir Robert Cecil, so you must keep quiet, understand?" The hand across Edward's mouth loosened a little, and Edward took in a huge breath. His mind was reeling with astonishment. Sir Robert Cecil! But Sir Robert Cecil was one of the Queen Elizabeth's chief men. "Good lad," said the voice, and let him go. Edward took a quick few steps away and turned round. The man who had grabbed him had a huge pot belly and a great untidy beard, and a very dirty jerkin torn in several places. So a jerkin is a short sleeve jacket. Okay, as you can see here, he's got a short sleeve jacket and it's torn in several places. But surely a great man like Sir Robert Cecil, who was an advisor to the Queen herself, wouldn't have such a man anywhere near him. "I see what you are thinking," said the man. "It's true, I'd not cut much of a figure at court just now. Indeed," he went on ruefully, "I think I would have to bathe in rosewater for a week before I fit to enter the presence of the Queen again." Edward's jaw dropped in awe. "You've seen the Queen?" "Hush!" The man looked round hastily. "Not so loud, young master. There are traitors about." Edward felt as if he'd fallen out of a tree. Things kept spinning dizzily past him before he had a chance to catch hold of them. Sir Robert Cecil, the Queen? Traitors? He echoed weakly. The man took his elbow and leaned close to whisper. His teeth were black, but then lots of people at court have black teeth because they ate so much sugar. You know, lad, that England has many enemies. You mean like Spaniards and Catholics? So Spanish people of a certain religion, Catholic, part of Christianity. That's right, but do you know that Sir Robert Cecil is master of all the Queen's spies? Edward blinked. He hadn't known that. We go everywhere, went on the man, still whispering. Behind every edge, under every window, in the shadow of every wall, listening out for plots and traitors. Edward's eyes widened. And that's why you're here. The man tapped the side of his nose. I cannot tell you exactly why I am here, he said, but I need your help. If I am to fool a dreadful plot. Really? Me? Said Edward, his heart beating fast with excitement. But what must I do? So that's the start of the book, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's quite interesting reading to you, and it's World Book Day kind of is the thought. So if there's any books you enjoy, we'd love to know about them. Hope you enjoy reading today especially. Bye everyone.